Ooh, I do believe we're live. I do believe we've thrown up a signal flare. I don't know if we're live on everything, some things. Partway there. It's Tuesday night. You know what that means. It means it's got to be go time for great night. Hello, beautiful people. I'm Brian Brushwood. Test, test. Yeah. I'm messing everything up because I'm going live early. I don't have a reputation for starting early, much less on time. Unless, hold on, is it possible? Hold on. It's usually around this time. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Hey, Ryan, are you making sure to turn on the ultra low latency? Oh, yeah, that's the setting on Restream. Yeah, I'll show it to you. So what you got to do is when you set it up, you have to edit the YouTube ones, and then I'll show you where it is. But yeah, then there's not a massive delay. But all right, well, good. We're all here now, which means we get to start the show. And unlike normal night attack / great nights, where we don't get to know whether or not it's a good one in advance, we just, kind of hit the ground running. This one, we 100% know in advance it's a good one because we're doing a hybrid thing. Here we go. As a matter of fact, we pre-recorded. Oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry. We had this whole bit that we were going to do, and I'm going to keep the chat going here where we were going to fool you guys, but I don't know if we'll fool you guys or not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit play, and we're going to watch the thing. So pretend we cut away to a, what should I cut away to? There we go. Cut away to, oh, look, Justin Robert Young. Oh, hey, Puap is here. Tim is here. Dylan Theus is here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You know what? Let me see if I can tweak the latency live. Here, Ryan, take a look at this. So if we go to, where is Restream? Oh, there it is, this one. Okay, so if we go here and we go on channels and we go edit, you'll see down here, it says select an option. Nope. Oh, we can't change it once it's going. See that stream latency? Yeah. That's where you want to do that drop down on there. Got it. That's all right. That'll be for next time. Okay, well, in the meantime, YouTube's going to have the higher latency thing. But now definitely it's going to be me going forward from here. Wait. Oh, no. Doggone it. Nope. Forget all that. I screwed it up because I didn't have the audio set up. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, what did happen? Where's the audio? The audio looks like it's going, but it's not going. A great night. It's gonna be. What just happened? What happened? That's really weird. Were you guys hearing audio during all that? Hello, Bebop Oop Science. Hello, G James B. High five for starting on time. Hello, the Maple Mandalorian. Okay, let me try it again. Uh-oh, audio is on. We heard it before, right? I bet you are hearing it now. Hey, Justin, how are you, man?
I'm phenomenal.
Okay, so that is, I assume that is it, right? If that works. Oh, and unfortunately, we have it set up. We have it set up where it's going to be 15 seconds before I hear you guys. Okay, if you guys are hearing it, then that'll be good enough for me. I'll just have to keep an eye on it visually. Then I'll mute this. We'll play this, and it'll be good. And wait a tick. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then now I'm going to hit play like this. What? No. No. Okay, we're going to try this again. I'm going to turn on audio. I'm going to turn off this thing. Okay, one more time. For reals. Here we go. Okay. And let's get this thing started. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, beautiful people. It's Tuesday night, and that means it has got to be time for a great night. It's going to be a great night. Hello, beautiful people. It's me, Brian Brushwood, in Austin, Texas, as always. Normally joined right here live by Justin Robert Young, but we're not live. We're recorded, which means I get to do this. Ah! Hey, Justin, how are you, man?
I'm phenomenal. Phenomenal. That went well.
Yeah, I think that pretty much worked.
Yeah.
It pretty much works, said NASA when we landed on the moon.
There's a little green bag.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Do you think it adds something to the shot?
You know what?
The little green bag?
It's contractual. It's got a really good agent. Little green bag. Wanted top billing.
Yeah.
Top building.
It wanted top building. And instead,
hold on. Let me see if I can put little green bag in his place.
The top of a building.
He's a real one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
He's a lot.
No.
It's fine. I kind of like him just a little bit.
You just like a little.
Yeah. It lets him know that we're
If
not
you're an audio listener, there was a very cinematic pan that I really liked, and it was really good. And you should go to the YouTube and watch it.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, we're recording this on Monday because I'm fucking up everybody's schedules for the next few weeks because I got shit to do on the days that I normally do shit.
Yeah, you're like here. Oh, you know what? We didn't have to move the bag. Here's an idea, Justin.
Oh, you can just zoom in. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Always thinking this hard.
Always thinking, Abe Lincoln.
Yep. Man, I guess we should show everyone kind of the crazy digs. $500 goes a long fucking way, Justin.
Yeah.
Here, so people are accustomed to, there we go. There's a shot of the two of us. Here's the shot that we just saw, the two of us. But take, oh, we can't see it quite from this one, but man, take a look at that wall of monitors there.
Yeah, big ass TV that has unlocked a very important element of this show, which is Brian switching from the table.
Yeah.
Because as it turns out, to do that, you just need a gigantic monitor that our men of distinguished quality, let's say, can see with our
quality,
with our wisdom infused eyes.
Wisdom eyes. Yes, I love it. You'll notice that there's a lot of very big monitors, so we can be very far away.
Exactly. Yeah. No. It looks great.
I don't think you saw this. Look, I bet you didn't even notice.
Oh,
I bet you didn't even notice. Oh,
cami,
the shoulder cam. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. How we like that? Here you go. You ever wonder what we're gawking and giggling about?
Yeah.
During the show. Now you can get it. Imagine if we have like guests Skyping in. We could just.
Oh,
right?
we could do that shot.
Yeah. And in fact, here, if we even kind of zoom in a bit, you can even do a shot reverse shot there. And I bet we could even. Welcome. This is great for the audio people.
Yeah, they love this. They're calling it the best audio episode ever.
Oh my gosh. They're all like, when whatever happened came alive in my mind, it was highly visual.
It's like, look, I know there was stiff competition for the 2 months where we couldn't stop playing AI songs, but there's a new king in town.
That's right. If you were a fan of persistent deepfakes at all times, then just wait till you get a load of, look how big this TV is from our perspective. We can see it with our old man eyes.
Wisdom infused.
Wisdom infused.
Wisdom infused.
Wisdom infused eyes. So I watched a 40-minute summary of a book yesterday.
Okay.
And I had previously read the book, and I could not remember the title of it. And so
The
I
Bible.
was giddy.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, you know what? Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, look at this. It's actually working. I can actually call up content while we're sitting here.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, oh no.
Isn't that I know.
Oh,
What
no.
have we done? What has happened? Here we go. We just do that. And then, oh no. Switch. Yeah, look at that. There we all are, all over the place. But so I remembered the science fiction book. Oh, it looks like it's not working. That's fine. We could just talk to each other.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Oh,
You
there we go.
remember the science fiction book?
All Tomorrows.
Okay.
So I think I don't know the backstory of the dude who wrote it, but it's a little bit of kind of like an H.R. Geiger-esque book where you could tell like the bulk of the content is the creepy pictures, and then there's like some fine stories to explain the creepy pictures of everything.
Yeah.
And there's a 40-minute just summary of things. You get to see all the creepy pictures of like, the idea is a super bad alien does wants to punish humans. So it like makes us into flat tiles of flesh interconnected to get our nutritions. We have to like eat each other's buttholes or whatever.
Okay.
And then another one is, what is it? Mantelope. Mantelope is picture the body of an antelope, full intelligence of man, and then but all they could do is talk and have a rich oral tradition because they ain't got no effing thumbs. And then evolutionary pressure is like, why bother to be smart when all you do are sing mournful songs about how you used to be men and now you're horrific. Like, it's dark.
Yeah,
it's
weird.
dark
Yeah,
and
yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
But then he doesn't stop there. He keeps on going into it's like, so millions of years later, these guys evolve intelligence again, and these guys develop hands out of their tongues, and then because again, on a long enough timeline,
Anything's possible.
that
Yeah.
shit makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, all of humanity's children go to war with each other. So who's going to win? And then this one became robots again. They gave up their flesh bodies. They're still brains of men and robots. They lost, by the way.
Oh shit.
No, it's great.
I had them. That fucks my parlay.
Yeah, right? I was going to make so much money, I could alter all the genes of all the humans.
Yeah. So that was the
That was my light reading as I went to bed last night. Or
was
light
was
watching.
actually okay. Yeah. Well, you were watching the 40-minute
Yeah.
breakdown on all of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Can I tell
got
you,
too many
I
things
was
to
on
do. I just want to
YouTube.
give you my full attention. We're just going to do a boring old two-shot.
Just talking
Do you
to
like
each
this
other. I
two-shot?
like that one, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I like this two-shot. There we go. That was a good tech demo, though.
It
I
was.
like the part where they were able to see.
We're moving into a final form of this version of the show.
It's coming. Next up, we got to figure out like what's our job because that's at first.
Now that we have a uniform, we can probably decide a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a special appearance by Green Bag.
We're building out the roster of the new
LGB.
show. Yeah.
One of our favorite characters. LGB. Hey, speaking of characters, we're gonna get a new one. We're getting an intern,
Yeah.
Star Woman.
Star Woman is now graduating. Oh, yeah. Well, can we
She's-
get an update? Where did we do that on the Bones or the main
Yeah, we
show?
did on the main show. That's a great show. We talked about it on the Bones.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the main show on the main show. So,
Yeah, finally.
Your daughter went to university and got straight A pluses except for one A minus.
Right.
And that would have been whatever if at some point she had gotten a B.
Right. But
But
instead
it's all A pluses
Yeah.
coming into the station. And so it's like, look, are you going to not petition for the perfect game because she believes that
Right.
the A minus was there because of a technical glitch at the time?
right. And since then, the big news is, she was a lot of static was thrown up, and then so she called IT and she got them to reproduce the bug 4 years later.
Really?
Yes. So they have unquestionable, like, okay, you're here. Does the show logged in? Yes. does thing. Like, what about now? Yes, it should show your whatever. And then she displays, and they're like, oh, no, that's definitely a problem, and it's definitely on our fault. And it's definitely, whoops. And so
you sent me something over the weekend.
yeah.
That was an email with some bureaucrat.
Yeah.
That was like, well, under advisement, we want to remind you that this is normally a meh, but instead it might be a me. So, and I was made irrationally angry by it. I was made very, very angry by it because I know how hard pennies work. That's the number one thing.
But also, ultimately, in some circles, the boss is known by one rule. He writes the checks. Some call him the customer. Some say he's always right.
So upon reading the mealy mouth response from bureaucrat number one, I what did I write you?
All caps. Faster, slave. Oh man.
So is it done? Do we know?
I don't know. I mean, also, I think all of us kind of know that it doesn't matter. We don't live in a world.
Where that stuff matters.
Yeah.
No.
So the only question is whether or not she's going to screw up. Yeah, we talked about it in last week's show. Whether or not she's not going to stick the landing on the A pluses, but then she she told me a few days ago. She goes, "Dad, I've thought really hard about it, and I'm not going to study for my Japanese final." And I was like, "What?" And then she says, "Well, I did the math, and for me to not get an A plus, I would have to get worse than a 40% on the final."
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay, okay, all right, yeah, don't study, take her easy."
Wait, how far away is a Japanese grunt from the Tim Allen?
You know what? Did we ever see them in the same room?
Was Home Improvement big in Japan?
Oh my God! No, I really do.
Like, imagine Home Improvement comes on Japanese television, and meanwhile, like the entire nation is like, "Well, this motherfucker gets it."
All right, here I'm just gonna ask a robot.
Like, yes,
How popular?
yes, America finally picked up on weird grunts.
Tim Allen's Home Improvement in Japan.
No one grunts like the Japanese.
Oh yeah, no,
The best. The goats. The grunt goats.
I mean, you can watch the documentary Shogun,
Yeah.
and it's all about it. I'll treat this as a media distribution pop culture question rather than just a ratings question, because popular in Japan may show up through syndication. All I care about is, do they love that grunt though?
Yeah, but do they love the grunt?
Not very.
Okay, I've got a lucrative business opportunity.
Do a remake, sell the international rights.
We syndicate Home
Without
Improvement.
permission. We just say, "Hooray, Japan!" It's a new show called "It's Big in America." We have to pretend that not
We
everyone
literally
speaks English.
so we overdub it, right?
Okay.
It's easy now. Like we can do that with AI. We overdub it and we just sub Detroit for Tokyo.
Yeah.
And so and now it's like, Mrs. Tim Allen is like, "Oh, stuck in Tokyo traffic, huh?" But they're just like, "Oh, this guy grunts. This is a unique grunt. We're grunt connoisseurs."
R.I.P. English. I guess it's dead.
LIP.
What do you mean? Are you bringing it back? It's a choice.
They switched the R's and the L's.
Oh, God damn it! All right, yeah, yeah. That always seemed like lazy, vaguely racism. But then you study the language. You're like, nope, it tracks. There's no distinction between L's and R's in Japanese.
There was a moment when we were in Japan where I was joking with Ashley about I forget what. We kept calling each other. This is at the height of the Hank bit where we were like waking each other up to call each other Hank the Goose. That got into a marriage warping competition. But I was like, "Oh, I bet you the Japanese word for Hank is Hanku." And my wife was like, "Stop being racist. You're being racist." And then we found out.
I think I know where this is going.
Hank is Hanku. And I'm like, ha. But then I saw a TikTok the other day where this guy and a white guy is learning Japanese. Is like, yeah, you probably are gonna have a higher than you expect success rate if you just add an "I" at the end of English words.
Yeah.
And like, especially like
Well,
things that
that's
are
like-
popular in America. If you're just like strawberry,
Well,
like
and those heuristics that become stereotypes exist for a reason. Like, for example, there's a law to preserve French culture that no English words can be adopted. They must be French words, and therefore it made international headlines when the internet was announced that the French had invented a new, definitely French-only word, le internet. Got him. Appropriation. We're talking about a
Taking
goose. Hong Kong.
My culture is not your costume. Wait, so is English going away?
Well, I mean, like English there was a Wired article, I want to say 10, 15 years ago, pointing out that more people spoke English than English. And I thought that was fascinating. So English, of course, used to be, just American, Western society, Europeans, etc. But then because it became the international language of trade, the lingua franca, I wonder what that ever meant before. Then as a result, a good enough version of English where, you don't conjugate things correctly and you kind of mix up the words a bit. I remember.
Give me an example.
Well, like for example, I bought a pachinko machine, and it just had a lot of English all over it. It said it had a no smoking sign, and it says "Stop over smoking!" ! Where it's like you get the point, don't smoke, but that's not the way we would have said it in English.
If like you were to have an accent on it, though, what would it sound like?
Oh, it would be all like, "Hey y'all." No, it's what's another one? And then you can be having the blank or whatever.
Yeah. So it was basically there's somebody who works at a Chinese or Japanese company or Taiwanese company that knows English, quote unquote.
Right.
That is writing some publicly available either instructions or something that legally has to be on it. Like, but they're not going to put, this isn't like their number one thing. And so that's where you got, as the influx of Asian products came into America, you had the exposure to English.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I used to be a pedantic person who would beef with things, but now whenever that part of my brain tickles, the thing that pops in my mind is that, do you remember the Easter Claus episode of Rick and Morty where they're talking about the Easter Claus thing and they're like, it doesn't even make sense because blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And it says, when I said Easter Claus, did you know what I meant?
Yeah.
Great. That's how I feel about English. It's like, did you put the thing in the thing? Great. Did you stop over smoking? Good.
But you're saying now that AI
LLMs are going to do all that.
Has made stuff so cheap that, I mean, I guess part of that, I wonder if it's been slowly going away and we've just not noticed it because online translation got better.
I think I saw
like now it is even cheaper. Like I vibe coded a thing over the weekend just to play with the new voice model from OpenAI.
Oh, they have a new advanced voice or
not in the app.
Okay.
They have it on the API. So I made a thing. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
And it was mostly just to see if I could, and I wanted to play with it and everything.
But the important part, like you get to talk, and it's not the dumb old model. You get to talk to the
it's
new model.
5.5. Yeah.
Oh. Japan has entered the chat.
But I realized I was like, oh, actually, I could use this because whenever I'm on Sky News Arabia, I have a translator. But that translator has to think like a human. And sometimes, depending on whether or not
I got you, fam.
Depending on whether or not it's a Dubai translator or an American translator, like Sometimes they're sleepy. Sometimes,
They're distracted.
They just got broken up with their boyfriend, or like they really want to take a shit, whatever. They're humans. They got human needs. The robots don't.
Yeah.
And I could legit say to them, like, hey, don't worry about it. I got it. I don't need a translator.
Well, and of course.
So I think the thing that I'm going to do is vibe code an app that listens to applications as its input.
Yeah.
And then tells me into the output. But I'm just going to watch Sky News Arabia with my own translate on. And as soon as I feel...
practice it.
Yeah, as soon as I feel comfortable with it doing that, then I'll be like, cool.
Well, then as it trains on your own, because again, you don't need the translation for, to blend in with the locals or to live in this place. You need it to work for your hot takes. And so it's like, it can just listen and then have an idea of where it's going and just say, they want the so-and-so thing. And then you're like, you got it.
I don't know if I would trust it to do that. I would trust it to tell me what they're saying faster than a human could. Because a lot of times, well, I don't know, maybe it would be bad. Maybe it would be incoherent for me to listen to news, because like when I get the translation in my ear, sometimes it's kind of there's too many words said for it to be summarized in the way that my translator does.
Yeah, like you kind of have this low grade, like, are you BSing me? What's going on?
I don't know if it's BSing. It's just like, so imagine in your head just constant Arabic talking for a minute solid.
Yeah.
Right? And then I hear in my ear, Mr. Trump has said that Iran will fail.
Okay.
Your thoughts. Like, so you're a solid minute. Right. And I'm like, there had to be more in there than just Mr. Trump says Iran will fail. Your thoughts.
Right.
Like, that's very simple. And I don't know if Arabic is to that, like that verbose, like, I don't know.
Well, but also like when you get that version, you miss the opportunity to pick up on a little side thing that they're walking past. I mean, that's your job, is to have insights where it's like for all we know, like there's a clause in there like, as we all know, he's made of 35 tiny goats in a trench coat. And then you're like, whoa. I know this is a popular misconception about Donald Trump, that he's actually 35 miniature goats in a trench coat.
But then, like, I don't know, maybe I'll find out that, like, I'll call them on that, and then everybody in Abu Dhabi will laugh because the idiot American doesn't know that 35 tiny goats in a trench coat is a colloquial term for, like, an awesome dude.
Yeah. I like the idea of practicing.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm just going to watch foreign language news, and just kind of get a sense of whether or not it works. But it was pretty good. I was playing around with it, and like it was able to do a thing that I've long wanted. Like when I'm like either in the car or on a walk or something like that, a lot of times I'll just be thinking of like stuff like, oh, this like sports game that I certainly didn't have the energy to make time to watch, but I'm kind of curious as to what's happening. Or I'll be listening to a podcast that'll be talking about like, oh, these games that are upcoming. And then I'm like, oh, that game's happening right now. And so I can like pull out my phone and navigate to the thing. But what I really would like in my ears is just to be like, hey, what's the score in the game right now?
Yeah.
Tell me what's happening in the game.
You want an analog for that. You're at the bar and you're leaning over, interrupt someone's conversation, be like, where are they at? You're like, okay, great. Just that casual update.
And it was able to do it.
Wow.
It was the Thunder and Lakers game was happening, and I was like, oh, where is it? And it's like, it's in the second quarter, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a bunch of points.
Yeah. Yeah, that it's funny what you stumble across eventually a lot of our robots, our System 3 brains are we're just going to be able to, go to Japan and grunt, because like I have been logging all of my calories, and at first I was like this, and here's a picture of it or whatever. And then like by the fourth day, I'm like, I'm doing the IHOP breakfast again. And then it says, yep, I got it. What the eye opener was, I just wrote backspin Southwest chicken salad, and then I was like, without the thing, modify this. It was like, yeah, that's the way you always get it. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, backspin salad. It's like, got it. And I'm like, backspin. And it's like, got it. And then now it's like,
Yes.
IHOP. Yeah. And I'm like, next. And we're fairly predictable beings.
Yeah.
More than we'd like to believe.
Well, but I think that's like not to be, like old AI optimist corner, but like the use cases that I'm seeing most from like people in business, especially people who are like in AI exposed businesses, people who are like working with AI all the time, is like the most productive stuff that from a non-coding capacity that's happening is that people are just kind of building systems to fill in the programs that we're already using.
Yep.
But nobody has the wherewithal to actually do the input for.
Right.
So you've got all these systems for tracking things and for serving things and for keeping everybody's thoughts. And it's like, great, that's awesome. And in a perfect world, we would all be entering data entry all the time for all these things, but nobody really does.
Right.
Like everybody tells you to floss, and some people are really good at it, but other people just kind of say they're going to get around to it and maybe do it every once in a while. And that's where I'm seeing a lot of people that are like building systems to like just keep people honest and like fill these programs.
Well, and that's the real trade-off is between privacy and utility. And like,
wait, do you mean like on a personal level or on a business level?
On a personal level is where I'm interested. Well, I guess both have interesting
I would say on a personal
ramifications.
level, I'm like, what? Like, can I give you my social security number today?
Yeah. So you don't worry about everything being hacked in that one thread. I mean, if somebody were to compromise your ChatGPT account, that seems like that would be fairly bad. All them eggs in one basket.
Yeah. I mean, would it be any worse if they got into my Gmail?
Well, that I had that similar thought, and I thought, yeah, it would be pretty bad, Brian. Maybe all them eggs shouldn't be in that one basket.
Yeah, now I have another basket where I'm putting all my eggs.
Yeah.
Like it's really, I don't know. It's that is up to God whether or not my account gets hacked.
Well, speaking of which, did you hear about this Canva shit?
Oh, the thing that the kids use, right?
Yeah. Everyone in school, the thing that does the grades and that they turn their assignments in.
So yeah,
and all that.
I guess I got halfway down the road as people are like, oh, Canva was hacked or ransomware or something like that. And I was like, oh, whatever. So a bunch of interns won't make posters. And then they were like, no, not that Canva. It's a thing for school. And I'm like, I have no connection to that for another 4 years. So moving on. So what is it? I'm not totally familiar with the platform.
When kids turn in work electronically,
okay,
you and I live out north of the wall, and it's like, send me the thing, and it's like, I sent you the Google Drive link. They're like, oh, there it is, yep. And that works for us. But system-wide, you need to know if something got turned in before a deadline and after a deadline. So there's a very rigid, also privacy, very important, security, very important. All the things that it's supposed to do, all them eggs were put in one basket.
Yeah.
all the very serious privacy concerns, all of the
Yeah.
hoops and the flips and the doodahs, and
For schools.
yes,
So
exactly.
for schools, like
Which-
this is for homework. and
which
stuff.
creeps
Gotcha.
into accommodations. Like if somebody turns in non-traditional homework in a non-traditional way, then they're asked to
Yeah,
read
yeah,
a
yeah.
flag and all that
Yeah.
stuff, right? So, but like this is all so that even students can't know about their own fellow classmates because their privacy things about at all levels. Anyway, that system
Got hacked.
fully compromised, which means, oh, well, whatever, they can find our grades out. They're like, no, your family right now has a complete psychological profile made with all the network connections of everyone for everything that is now, maybe not today,
Yeah.
but 3 years from now, an unfathomably precise spear phishing attack is possible that wasn't possible a week ago.
That they could say, oh, you're because now that they know you're third grade teacher and blah 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 blah.
Well, and all of the grades, and again, it's not hard to read because ultimately, to make an effective compromise, what you want is a lever in someone else's brain that you could pull to remove 90% of their cognitive ability.
Yeah.
Everyone who ever gets hacked or scammed, it's because they're running on that bottom 10%.
Yeah.
So what you got to do is pull some lever to get them down to that bottom 10%. And so that's often, a deadline, an emergency, or very powerful shame. Like, for example, this thing with Penny's grade. We're holding a grudge over a mistake from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're just getting it. So if right this minute, an email were to come in saying, it's all set, just click this button, that would be a supremely finely crafted spear phishing attack. And that is suddenly now in our case right now, we've built up the habit since we overshare, to just be aware that
to
everything.
not care if somebody knew a personal thing about us.
Now take all the normies, all the regular humans on planet Earth who
Yeah.
probably are not prepared for that level of precision, to where all of a sudden it's like, oh, this week, for example, this week right before Penny graduates would be a great time to hit not Penny directly, but one of her older relatives about a particular thing, and so-and-so, blah, 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 or your granddaughter won't graduate because we saw you on the list for a thing. Grandparent doesn't know that's not a thing.
Yeah.
All they know is like, well, I was looking forward to that, and it was just a good guess. And it's like, well, since you didn't do the thing, now they're hacking. Well, now I'm just doing the bad guys' jobs for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a fairly significant breach.
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah. I mean, I guess my only question would be, where does that affect my personal habits for the technology? Like, would the better move be to use the Canva example that you are conscientiously objecting to using Canva if you're a parent?
No, no. There's nothing you can do on that. The one thing you could do is affect yourself,
Yeah.
and that is why I'm so. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Calling in live via my new Mac. Hey,
Are
Bonnie.
you there with Justin? Or?
Yeah. You're live on a recorded future version of Great Night. We're just talking about the Canva hack, and the question Justin just asked that you called in to respond to just in time, by the way, is what can you do about it? Like, can you just conscientiously object to using Canva? And
Well, you should let her answer
Yeah,
because she called
yeah.
in.
Oh, can you choose not to use the program that all grades and testing and reporting goes through
Yeah.
for educational purposes? Not unless you want a new school. So, and besides that, all that info has been leaked out anyway. So it's not like at this point we can make.
Well, so the question is, what do you do?
Well, the best thing is to make sure that you have a two-factor authentication on everything. I guess, like, if you're really concerned about the Canva thing, I mean, it's already been hacked, right? So there's that. But for future things, I guess you'll have to chat with the school board about what programs they're using.
Yeah.
But this is a widely used one, and I kind of feel like it doesn't matter what one you're using, it's all going to get hacked anyways. So
well, this was part of a larger conversation, Bon, where Brian was like, "Oh, don't you feel like if you enter too much personal information into like one of these, Chat or Claude or something like that, that it's all hackable?" And I kind of was of the opinion that it's like, hacking, that's up to God. That is not like all I care about is the utility of the tool to me. And if I get good utility based on personal information, then I'm putting personal information in there.
Yeah. I mean, is it worth the risk, I guess is
well,
what
yeah, I think the answer is yes, but how do we mitigate the risk? And the answer to me seems to develop today when there's be the crazy one today and develop the habit today of not believing anything unless it is a real human in your face. I no longer answer the phone unless it's Bonnie. Even then,
I mean, and that you were the last guy to do that. You were the last person to answer random phone calls. In my life, nobody else in my life would answer a phone call that they did not know except for you.
Well, again, I'm running a business, and when the customer phone rings, you answer. If you're running a floral shop, you answer the phone.
I know.
Somebody,
yeah.
Okay.
But you just said you didn't do it anymore.
Well, yes.
So what changed?
Really, just the overwhelming. Just the ratio changed. Like the odds of it being a person went down low enough that
yes, that's what happened for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was
I was getting a lot of humans calling me with a lot of really interesting, that's how I end up doing TV performances.
Yeah.
Because again, TV people worth their salt don't send an email and pray. They get on the phone and then they call. And then
do they leave messages though?
They do tend to leave messages.
That's where now I don't know what happened to my phone at some point. Like I used to have an app that would screen calls. Because I was getting so many.
Yeah, you had the same one. You had the pretending to be disconnected one.
Well, I would pick up the phone sometimes just to not talk. But now, even if I want a stranger to call me, my phone just sends them to voicemail. There's some setting that is on there now where it's just like everybody goes to voicemail. Even if I if I texted somebody and they're like, I'm like, yeah, call me. I'm like, let me call you.
Again, this is a pretty big problem with the school system because kids Callie, some kid ran into Callie and she got a concussion one time. This was a couple of years ago. They tried calling me, but guess what? They couldn't go through because of that thing, where the phone shuts down any unrecognized number. So I've put in the nurse's number, but the odds that that phone number is actually going to be the one they use to call you is kind of rare. So then, and then I think every office that they have there has a different phone number. And so they're not able to get through. And so if it's an important call, you miss it. And then they've taken away technology from the kids. So they don't even have a way to reach you with their cell phone. So the phones are screening important calls from the school. They can't get a hold of you unless you're checking your messages. And then the kids can't reach you even though you have them on priority list.
Feels like there needs to be a new protocol. There needs to be a new whitelist protocol for the phone.
And we're in the middle of a transition era because I think in just 3 or 4 years, it'll just be have your agent call my agent. Like it's, again, if you want a blueprint for where we're headed, it's just Victorian England. It's like nobody who's in the aristocracy will call upon anybody directly, or if they will, it'll be in person. But outside of that, it's intermediaries. And now we just have, a layer. Everything that was an agent or a thing is going to become a layer because essentially we're telepathic. Like bothering to make a website is just a way to perfectly encapsulate a thought of what your service is
Yeah.
in a way that's readable both by machines and humans. And when you think of it as a layer, it changes things.
Yeah. Well, it adds a layer of legitimacy too. So like, but weirdly, I kind of like working with some people. Like if I'm going to have somebody that's doing a repair of my fence, don't be wasting money. Like, you're charging too much if you have a fancy website. I just want somebody to put some nails in the freaking wood. You know what I mean? So then
You judge a fancy website?
I do too. If
Really?
it's too fancy, then
How fancy is too fancy?
I don't know. Like, I know it's like pornography. I know when I see it, but it's like you look and you're like, oh, you got the
It's like a diamond encrusted about section? Like, what is too fancy?
I don't know. It's just like that kerning is too fine. Oh, have a budget for a designer, do we? You could afford Squarespace, I see. Now, all of it is read as a proxy for, are you legit or not?
The suspicion level in the Brushwood house is very high.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We've got like 10 years on you, Justin. You just
You'll
wait.
get here. You'll get here. Yeah. So far, you're tracking just where we were.
Well, your darling daughter is yet to experience some of the the stuff that we've had to go
The
through.
scummy, no. I mean, we were already at the we went through our tutorial level on preschools. We're changing preschools.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Did
changing
they use
preschools.
Canvas?
What was that?
Did they use Canvas?
Did they use Canvas?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Yeah, we the vibe was off, as the kids say, and then we fortuitously got an email from another preschool that we had applied to when Ashley was pregnant, and they were like, by the way, we have room now, and it was like right down the road, and so we're like, feels like the time.
Yeah.
Feels like the time.
I mean, and that's the thing too, is like, because of technology and because of staffing, right? Like all that stuff changes very quickly. And so like what is good 1 year is not the same 2 years down the road.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, things shift and you have to keep evaluating and listening. And I don't know. For a while there, we got to act like, hey, everything's great. But then now campus is happening.
Now the truth that everything sucks is revealed.
No, but I think the timing is such a thing too, because like everybody is like, this screws up a lot because I have 2 kids graduating. And so like Penny's finals were delayed because of this, because Canvas was shut down. And then of course that there's all sorts of reports in there.
Hey, wait, so both Josie and Penny were affected by this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and our
Callie.
other one.
And
but,
Callie.
yeah,
Wow,
and Callie.
everybody,
So,
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
then-
a pretty big earthquake.
How is this
Yeah,
not
and
the
then
number
Josie's
one story in
graduating.
America?
Well, I mean, like that's what's intriguing is like just now I had to climb uphill to get you to see.
No, I had heard about it.
Yeah.
It had filtered its way into like some of the stuff that I talk about.
Yeah.
But like I care about this way more than I care about the hantavirus cruise.
So number one,
Yeah.
a lot of there's functional misunderstanding about what it means, right? And then number 2, canvas, whatever, canvas,
because Canva is the design
thumbnail.
tool.
Yeah. Your thumbnails are leaked. They have a vested interest in. Everybody says the same thing. It's like no passwords were compromised. Like forgive me. It's a fucking misdirection smoke show. Smoke show. Hot misdirection.
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, you see
But like
Canvas?
all of our
Yo, you heard Canvas has an
pretty sure, like,
OnlyFans? Smoke show.
Yeah.
smoke show. So like I'm pretty sure everybody's social securities were on there though, from because it filters all our information with so like they're registered.
See, these are the kind of questions that would be answered by way of a free press that was serving the interests of the populace, for which anybody with school-age children would be very, very interested in the exact answers to those questions that you are asking. And I'm sure that they're out there. They just have not been amplified.
They've been derelict in their duties
by the social media algos, at least the ones that are serving me.
Yeah.
There's not it's just not as sexy as rat flu.
Yeah, it's not as sexy as Sydney Sweeney saying the word retarded, which I've seen 50 times in my
Are you
in my
what was the
it was in
in the musical context?
No, it was on the in the Euphoria show. Her character said it.
Oh,
Wait, the
my
character
gosh.
said,
Well, in a political context, but it's like a live wire because she, as an actress, says blah 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 blah. Anyway, but like that is whatever. That's a trifle. That's like, the arts and entertainment section.
Man,
whereas
the
the news section is like, hey, wait, hold on. So you're telling me all of America's school children aren't able to do their finals and graduations are kind of fucked up? Like,
and like by the time
they all might have their tax returns compromised before they even file their taxes for the first time.
By the time they graduate, they're going to find out that somebody else is already living in their identity. That seems like a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it sounds like a problem that the federal government would have to
basically
put time
this
and money into solving.
Unfathomably detailed dossier on everyone is now out on the black market. So anybody who wants to get up to trouble,
was it ransomware? Did they pay it?
I
Another
don't,
good question that I
should
wish
have been.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But we did get a letter from IRS saying that somebody might be trying to apply for a job with Penny's social security letter. Yeah, number. So then now we got to chase that down and see
Say no.
Man, the older I get, the more.
How funny would it be if it actually was her? She really just wanted to get a job.
I had this.
I know. I checked with her. I was like, "Did you apply for a job? Like, what kind of job did you do?" But then the answer was no. It's just like, I thought that was pretty far-fetched. Oh, she's got to do her time in the Brushwood mines.
Sawmill.
Yeah, we're going to use her writing talent.
Content butchery.
Exactly. In the the abattoir.
That's right. She needs to take all that content. Oh, did you find a penny on the ground today? 15 minutes out of that one. Good job.
Use the hooves for clips.
We used the whole day in this household.
Oh my God.
Use Brian's nutrition logs for a blog post.
That's right.
Oh my God.
But you got to save something for ChatGPT. Otherwise, you won't care if it gets hacked. All right.
Oh my gosh. Well, everybody's on, I guess it's been rectified because now everything is.
It's far from rectified. I mean, it's like they're continuing to offer the service, but the damage was not the interruption.
The damage was done, but the
populace is
Yeah.
rectified.
rectified. Well, the kids are
hold on.
doing their tests.
I don't know the details of it, but I guess what's her name? Elizabeth Holmes, Theranos lady, is tweeting from prison.
Yeah,
and I think she did like a doomsday prediction of like 6 months. You have 6 months until all your texts, everything you've ever said ever is all out in the daylight.
She's probably telling the truth.
She probably is. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, I would think she's lying.
Well, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with the text between me and Brian.
I've always thought that that's what actually tears apart all society.
What's that?
One day, it was like the number one premise I had for like some kind of sci-fi dystopic novel.
Yep.
That would be like more hard sci-fi, like you would like living in a
have
kind of real world. It would all be downstream of the one day where a database with everybody's iMessage was just out there.
Yep.
And so it's like now all secrets all out in the public all at once. How does society deal with it? And in my mind, it would tear apart Western society if in reality, everybody would just probably be so horrified and embarrassed that we would probably just all pretend it didn't happen.
It would be the butt cheek phenomenon. It's like, you and a coworker go on an outing at a scuba ranch or whatever, and because just the nature of doing it, at some point you see a coworker's butt cheek and both of you pretend it didn't happen. That's what is going to happen in all of
Although
society.
I don't know, the more I come to it, whenever I get to this thought experiment, the more I'm like, yeah, but there's some people that if they thought something was happening and then they found out it was happening, boy, would that be a problem. Like,
especially if it was highly verified, like encrypted end to end, the way
because
iMessage
immediately,
is.
because it would be a database and everybody would try to discredit it. And
Yep.
they'd be like, oh, you don't really
But then
believe.
the fingerprints would be all over it. Yeah.
But it's like, it would all feel real.
Although there's so much trash, like as in like I went through my I have like a thread with the kids, whoever is living in the house at the time, and it was like food, come eat, cookies, dinner, blah blah blah. I mean, it's just like this huge thread. I'm like, God, I sound really sad. Like I just desperately pleading for you guys to come down. Like if you imagine it was all done
Please
in one
come down.
setting, you know.
Please, please, dogs barking,
Please come down.
tuna.
And they never thumbs up or nothing. I'm just like totally just.
That's, to be honest, that's what ChatGPT must feel like. It's like the best ChatGPT can hope for is that they say something and the human doesn't come back. That means they successfully did the thing.
I saw somebody, it was two people who work at Anthropic that got married, and for their wedding, like the stuff on the tables, the dude ran all their text messages and like came up with like the top words and like
The word cloud.
the word cloud, and then like it was the volume, and it was like, oh look, like we started texting each other less when we started living together. And it was like, I don't even necessarily think that there's anything embarrassing in the word cloud, but I was made uncomfortable by it. Like, I don't know these people, but I'm like, too much information. Like, I get it. You love each other. That's fine. You're getting married. That's all the social proof I need. I do not need to know your texting habits with each other.
And it's like there's one outlier in the word cloud is like love, adore, pleasure, and then it's like Koreans.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why is that the number 7 word that you said?
Because they usually make those like the most used word is the biggest word, and so that's the one that could be really fun to see. That you could make up a lot of really interesting large letter words, but I don't know how clean this podcast is now, so I will leave that. Wait,
Yeah,
is
neither do we.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just let your imaginations go. Maybe you can all put it in the comments section.
They can all put it in.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Bonnie.
You bet. Bye, guys.
Special reporter Bonnie Brushwood live on the scene. Our
Canvas.
Canvas expert.
Yeah.
Use Canva to make a thumbnail about it.
About how Canvas is hacked.
Yeah.
The thing that I heard about it was mostly from kids being very excited that they didn't have to do homework at, the moment of them wanting to be out of school.
That is a great. I know that you and I take a lot of Schadenfreude when a statewide system
It's our favorite thing to do.
is
Schadenfreude when a statewide system goes down.
I mean, just like
Whenever a statewide system goes down, Brian and I
No.
are texting each other saying,
Got
like, Tennessee DMV, LOL.
I mean, to be all right. Now that you're saying it out loud, that does seem like something we would definitely do.
Now I want an alert. Whenever a statewide system goes down, I don't give a fuck what it is.
It'd be like, just I know that
We're
you can
expanding
smile.
international.
Permission. Well, no, I was
Indonesian buildings.
Got
him.
Shouldn't have trusted. Oh man. Okay, so I saw a little conspiratorial thread.
Go ahead.
That kind of tickled. Is somebody asked why is not a lot of people talking about just how rough a place Russia is in, given like how costly the war. What was it? There's 400 on camera cases of Russian soldiers just offing themselves
Yeah.
because it's so miserable. There's donkeys moving things in the streets or whatever. And then don't know if this is a human or a bot, but the thought was there. It's like a lot of Russians own stock in media companies. A lot of media owned by Russians.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't know if there's a blackout on it. I mean, maybe I'm just in the wrong funnels, but in like
Big canvas and big Russia.
Yeah. And in the national security space, there are people who are gigantic, big, like NATO, Russia bad people that have been in super support of Ukraine forever. And like, they will not shut up about how terrible of a shape Russia's in. I don't know. I think it's just hard. If I do know that Russia is very good at projecting their own content. So it's like they do have channels where people are going into like, there's like a whole genre of YouTube where people are like, I am in Moscow. Everything is great.
Yeah.
Look at this party I'm at. I'm just a travel vlogger in Moscow. Hooray for Moscow. I went to the grocery store. 4 bags of chips. Hooray. I don't know why he's German.
He did kind of drift in. He was like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just party man. Yeah. Having such a good time in Moscow.
4 bags of chips.
4 bags
Hooray.
of chips are here for the party.
4 bags
Hooray.
of chips. Hooray. That'd be a great band.
That
name.
was the funny, like, you can always tell because they're like, Russia is fixated on supermarkets ever since Yeltsin.
Yeah.
Ever since Yeltsin came, I think it was in Houston that he went to a random supermarket and he thought
it was
he
a
thought it
joke.
was staged.
Yeah.
And then they were like, for real, this is just every supermarket. And he's like, bullshit. And he's like, we will literally take you to as many supermarkets as you want to go to. There's like 7 of them around here. And he's like, fucking calling you on it.
Let's
and then
go.
They took him to like 7 other supermarkets. And he's like, oh, I fucked up.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
And he just turned into a fucking Tim Robinson character. Like, oh, fuck! I fucked it all up!
I thought for sure it couldn't possibly be the thing.
Oh, no! Everything's ruined now! But, yeah. But they're focused on that in terms of their outward projection.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when they made Tucker Carlson come to Moscow to interview Putin, they like made him go to a supermarket and he's like, look at all this fresh fish. Oh my God. You ever seen this amount of fish? Wow. Crazy. And it's like, yeah, in every supermarket in every major American city.
Yeah.
Like, having a good supermarket in your biggest, richest city is not a flex. In fact, in America, the supermarkets in our biggest, richest cities are terrible. Like, they're actually bad.
Yeah.
They're famously bad in New York. They're okay in LA because it's more of a car culture, so it's more spread out. But like in Manhattan, grocery stores are like famously terrible.
Yeah.
That's our flex. They're bad here.
Bodegas with $25 bags of chips.
Well, there's like Griselda's or something like that. Or no, Griselda's the rap label named after the drug dealer. Gristedes? Yeah, Gristedes is the shitty supermarket in New York. But also because it's like nobody has cars, so it just doesn't make sense. You go more to the corner store to pick up shit than you do, and then just eat out more. But yeah, that's just a point that I'm making that I want everybody to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
It is a good point, isn't it?
I feel like hold on. I feel like
What do you feel like, Brian?
oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait. Oh, there we go. Hey. Yeah, man. What do we learn, Justin? Wherever you are.
We learned that we don't know the full extent of the Canvas hack.
Yeah. Or if Canva has been hacked.
Nope.
We don't know either of those. We also
We learned that it's a smoke show, though.
smoke screen. I like smoke show misdirection.
What else did we learn, Brian?
We learned that we have a reporter. We learned that this giant 7-foot wide TV is very hard to see from the cockpit.
There we go. Okay. Hey, there we go. And then
Hey.
hey, there we go. We learned that the studio's getting bigger. Getting
is.
bigger every day.
Yeah, exactly. And mostly we learned that you should go faster, slave.
Yeah.
Bureaucrat number one.
We learned that Home Improvement is going to be big in Japan.
Big in Japan.
Yeah. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Dying of fire.
Shine on, you crazy diamonds.
Been a great night.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I don't know if this is working or not. Hold on. Why don't I hear any audio? I don't understand this at all. I don't hear. Oh, there's that. Hello, unsafe DB level. You sure did. It's a good one. Oh, damn. We got it figured out, everybody. Shouts out to Bonnie the Invisible Wife. Shouts out to Justin Robert Young. Justin, a real one. Probably not in Texas right now. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up earlies. Thank you very much to the patrons, patreon.com/great night. Keeping the great nights rolling. I'll catch you guys bright and early tomorrow with office hours. I'm still recording. I mean, I'm still streaming. Unless... Is that a question? All right. Yeah. I got confused there for a second. All right, beautiful people. I'll see you tomorrow. See you at office hours. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. I could do this one. There you go. Bye.